Yes, I was homeless in Paris. Of course, in my mind, I was positively reminding myself that I had followed my bliss. But my situation was no good at all, for at some point I became very ill and had no health insurance. Somehow my friends helped me with clandestine tests. At the hospital, they told me I had TB and that I had to go to my magic mountain. Those words had a brutal effect on me. Then I had a flashback, going to different places by subway, le metro, with 18 paintings in my back and shoulders, among the many salut l'artiste I heard, and finally finding a place, CIPAC, where to exhibit and keep my paintings in one single day, as well as a flashback in the Bois de Vincennes, filled with a rock of golden leaves during the fall, and me walking hand to hand with the love of my life. A lot of mixed feelings before the certitude of an apparent end to my life in my early 20s. I also had a flashback to the La Place du Tertre in Montmartre, where sometimes I was able to draw portraits for tourists and get some francs, even though I was chased away by the police and returned to the same place in a few days. I didn't like to do that, but it fed my physical body and I needed it. I lived 3 years in Paris and I will do it again in a heartbeat. Long story short, I went back to Barcelona and my friends helped me find out I had a bronchopneumonia or something that sounds like that. The doctor prescribed me antibiotics and sent me to my beloved Thomas Mann Magic Mountain, Medinaceli. Maestro Pedro Bermejo Abenza, a visual artist friend of mine, owned a dilapidated house in Medinaceli. He paid for my food at the restaurant there and let me live and paint in my rooms at his house. In exchange, I was working helping in construction physically, fixing his house. I was eating like a horse, painting, and having a good time. Sorry, I forgot to describe Medinaceli. It is a beautiful village on a top of a mountain, 3,000 feet high between Barcelona and Madrid, near Zaragoza, where Goya was born. It has a Roman arch, and the air was pure, the chamomile in the fields beautiful, and I will never forget the tea an old lady who used to always dress in black prepared for us after she picked up chamomile in the field. I have never tasted anything like that tea. There were many artists living there. Romulo Machaut, whom I met in Paris, was living there, as there were musicians, actors, and many other artists. I regained my health, and then I went to live in Madrid for about 10 years. This is the catalog of my art exhibit in Madrid in 1982. Every Wednesday I was at the Cafeteria Alemana with other artists in a tumultuous tertulia. I had a one-man show at the Galleria Orfila, the same one that bought my drawings. Also, I forgot to tell you, I won the second prize Governor Civil in Medinaceli Art Contest 1974-75. I have no pictures of that event, but I do remember we drank champagne in the big silver metal cup they gave me, along with a cash prize. I think we artists have to follow our bliss.